trophy is being handed over to the President of Sri Lanka Rugby, and this also signifies that this trophy is open for competition. The General Manager of Nippon, Mr. Nippon will be handing over the sponsorship agreement for the season 2022-23 to the President of Sri Lanka Rugby, Mr. Rizli.
We see is even after the 2 years of COVID, when we started playing, the clubs immediately got into action. The boys were sort of keen to go out, show their culture in the game, and the competition is going to be very tight. But this year is going to be a very tough challenge.
As Nippon in Lanka, we have a responsibility towards local sports and young people to showcase their skills. So this is an opportunity for Nippon Paint as a sponsor and for clubs and young people to come out and play rugby.
Very good afternoon to all the rugby lovers who are joining us from all around the globe. We are here at Racecourse Grounds, Colombo 7. Picturesque, beautiful venue, ideal place to play rugby. And today it will be CRN FC taking on Navy. We have reached the penultimate week of the league. Still CRN FC in contention, team in their centenary year. The loyals and the faithfuls of London Place Club hoping that they can cap off the celebration with a league title win. In my opinion, CR needing 2 bonus point wins against Navy as well as against Kandy next week to stay in contention. There you go. Kandy sitting very pretty, very hard to catch with 45 points, 8 out of 8 CR. Just lost the game with 4 bonus points, 39 points, and Havelocks and Navy, they don't have realistic chance of winning the league, but they are pride at stake. Havelocks taking on Kandy tomorrow at Nittavela. It'll be a tough encounter for Havelocks. Kandy inside their fortress, really difficult to dismantle, but today it's the opportunity for CRN FC. This is the plate segment. Air Force leading the way. Police Air Force in contention. It will be a keen encounter between those two teams, CHNFC and Army. One only a game apiece and a drawn game against each other. With 12 points, Army at the bottom, and the CHNFC with 13 points, Police with 23 points, and Air Force with 23 points, which means it will be a battle between Air Force and Police for the title at the plate segment. As you can see, magnificent looking Nippon Paints Rugby League Champions Trophy at the center of the Racecourse Ground, Colombo 7. This is all the teams began their campaign to wrap their hands around it. But now, realistically, 2 teams in with a chance, Kandy and CRN FC. CRN FC, of course, they got to win both their games, and it all depends tomorrow. The outcome of tomorrow's game will have a bearing on who will become the champions, but at the moment, Kandy, it's very tough to catch them. Now, in a moment, 2 teams will be lined up in front of the grandstand alongside the trophy, expecting exciting rugby. Catch you after this break.
Life is meant to be lived to the fullest. Live with joy. with nature. Live with hope. Live with trust. Live with dreams. Live with happiness. Inspire your life with colors. Nippon Paint.
වසර 130ක විශ්වාසයෙන් දැන් ඕඩලස් තාක්ෂණයෙන්
Nippon Odorless Paints. තත්වයෙන් උසස් හොඳම තේරීම.
Nippon Paints. Live with colors.
The largest paint supplier of Japanese vehicles. Original equipment manufacturer approved. Nax Premila 2K is the most premium quality auto refinishing solution you will ever need.
Play to win the game. We'll take care of your aches and pains. Sidale Spray. Trusted for 8 decades for quick relief from all aches and pains.
Nippon Paints. Live with colors. Life is meant to be lived to the fullest. Live with joy. Live with nature. Live with hope. Live with trust. Live with dreams. Live with happiness. Inspire your life with colors. Nippon Paint.
වසර 130ක විශ්වාසයෙන් දැන් ඕඩලස් තාක්ෂණයෙන්
Nippon Odorless Paints. තත්වයෙන් උසස් හොඳම තේරීම.
Nippon Paints. Live with colors.
The largest paint supplier of Japanese vehicles. Original equipment manufacturer approved. Nax Premila 2K is the most premium quality auto refinishing solution you will ever need.
Play to win the game. We'll take care of your aches and pains. Sidale Spray. Trusted for 8 decades for quick relief from all aches and pains.
Welcome back live. Two teams lined up in front of the grandstand alongside the trophy. Introduced to Kamal Mahendran, the chief guest, the president, Sri Lanka Rugby, Risri Ilyas in presence, who was keenly involved with the tournament. Whenever he comes, looks after everything. Navy, their pride at stake, lost their first game against CR in the league. They are looking for a different outcome today. Group captain Nalin De Silva, deputy president Sri Lanka Rugby. Now the teams marching onto the fields. Expected to be an exciting encounter. CR, in their centenary year, they will have to expand their game played freely in order to capture a bonus point and keeping their hopes alive. I take a moment to welcome my co-commentator Hisham Hamid. Good afternoon, Hisham.
Very good afternoon, Dhammika. Bright sunny day for rugby here at the racecourse. And like you said, CRNFC against Navy. Interesting tussle. Navy can consider themselves quite unfortunate in a couple of games where they came so close to upsetting the apple cart, but it wasn't their day. They have the guns and the armory to do that. It's just that they need that final push over the line to get that big W they so deserve.
And today, CRNFC with a mental advantage, that psychological advantage over Navy, having won their first leg game at London Place. This game was originally scheduled to play at Valisara, now been brought down to beautiful racecourse ground. Tilina Veerasinghe, experienced and reliable campaigner with the ball in hand, and today Ref Ishanka Abekon, one of the best in the referee circuit, officiating this crucial encounter. Navy with a restart. Here we go. Deep and high. Straight away.
No, really.
Post call for a high shot.
No.
Costa gives it away to the forwards. One more pace.
Back.
Before clearing it out. Chaturasana Viratna with a big kick. Samuel Madhuanta gives it out to Tilna Veerasinghe. Good body positions. Go to the far side. Good smooth hands. Gone into touch and good passage of play to start the proceedings for Navy, Hisham.
Good passage of play, but I think CRNFC would be buoyant by that move because the defense held their fort. Even though Navy using the full width of the pitch there, the ball just needed to find the player's hands a bit quicker. It was all stereotyped. And CRNFC, the defense always had them in check. So the first line out of the game for CRNFC.
Well tapped. Kabedu de Costa.
No. Back.
De Costa sends the ball out wide. Here's CRNFC. Here's Zubair.
Following. Back. Get back.
He's been three-quarter in the wing. Costa once again.
Backwards.
Ball almost lost. But CRNFC retain possession.
Stay back.
Costa decides to use the boot. Going with the big up and under. But has he kicked it out on the full? Yes, he has. So not the ideal start for Costa's kicking game. The CRNFC skipper. Now Navy will have a chance to launch an attack of their own off the line out.
Hey.
Before the beginning of this commentary, you mentioned this ground is pretty difficult to have a measure. Yeah, exactly. The lines are drawn. Clear case there. Kavita Di Costa just went a little hard. Now Navy in position. 3-man line out. Right at the center. Taken and Harsha Maduranga. Nice inside ball. Almost found the way.
No. Okay.
Good position. Good. Really well formed ruck.
Number 13 offside, red. Penalty advantage. Back, stay back.
Really good hands
Get
from
back.
Navy so far. Looking
Again,
to
new advantage, high
utilize
tackle.
all the channels. Harsha Maduranga once again. Goes to heavy traffic.
Back,
Makes
last
the
foot.
ball available. Reliable distributor Harsha Maduranga once again. Nice pass from Dinesh De Silva.
No con. Go back to penalty advantage.
But
Captain.
Ref Ishan Kabekon
Methanic
just
Captain.
about to take the play back.
Methanic offside at no. Athan high tackle. High tackle.
Yes.
Number 13. So
Earlier
number
on,
15.
a high
15.
tackle. First penalty in favor of Navy. Samuel Madhuanta in with the ball. Are they going for points? Looks like they are going to touch.
Some good quick hands by the Navy backs. Really had CR struggling there. Some last-ditch tackles helping CR and FC to get away from that, but they had
Boys,
conceded
numbers goal
penalty
cannon.
for the high shot before that. Mushin Falil already showing his intent to run, using his strength and spotting those gaps, hitting it at pace,
Stay on the line.
and gaining some good ground for Navy. They've got
Stay,
their
stay
second
back.
line out now, inside the 22. It's a good platform to launch an attack. Line out is good. They set it up for the rolling maul.
No, it's okay.
The sack is good. It's been brought down. Referee says it's all good, but the ball will be in favor of CRNFC.
First time.
Navy just couldn't get the ball out in time. So good defensive work there by CRNFC.
First time got it. First time got it.
Navy was looking for a little bit of fluency when it comes to their lineouts. They started off rather worryingly.
Okay,
the
good.
lineout wasn't functioning
goal,
at
my
all
goal.
towards the latter part of the tournament.
Coach!
They got
Five.
things together, but on that
Steady.
occasion,
Steady.
opportunity gone a begging. Now Kavita Di Costa
Step.
with a feeding
Stay bound. Stay
inside
bound.
their own half. Nice flat pass. Chatura Senaviratna with a big booming kick,
Marking ball.
but not too many meters gained.
Well, would have loved to gain more meters there, Chatura Senaviratna, but Navy on the other hand will have another shot at the line out, almost from the just a bit further from the previous line out. And with Adisha Veeratunga in their ranks, he will be their go-to man at line-out time.
These early exchanges set the tone for the game, so CR should be aware of they are the ones who are looking to become the champions after 24 years. He became champion when Viraj Prashanta was
No,
the
no, it's
captain.
okay. It's okay.
Now he's the forwards coach.
Back.
Lengthy title drought. Sealing the ball, it seems. Yes, penalty in favor of CR.
Some momentum there for Navy through their forwards, but end up conceding the penalty. There you go. Off your feet. Didn't have any balance. Didn't get the latch right from the onset, and ended up conceding the penalty. But CRNFC almost cough up that penalty kick inside the clearance kick at line out.
How about that for a touch finder, Hisham? Plenty of distance.
Well, CRNFC do have some brilliant kickers in their ranks. Tenuka Nanaikara, that man on your screen. Chatura Senaviratne has an amazing boot. And even Murshid Zubair has, so they got plenty of players who have the ability to spot gaps and find distance to their boot.
Wait.
If you take a look at the ages of the players, CR predominantly a young squad when it comes to recover after a game. They have the advantage over other teams. Pretty young. CR banking on young talent. Gavanu Chetia, Tenuka Nanaikara. Notable absence today, Manilka Ruberu, who's injured.
And even Vagisha Veer Singh misses out today.
Time on.
CRNFC will have one of their key third rowers absent from today's game, but got plenty of experience, but not that so in the during the line out. It's all messy. First knock on was from Navy, so CRNFC will have the scrum. But that was a line out which should have been easily collected, which CRNFC made a hash of.
Second, jump.
Vijayaka Nayaka at wing, expected to spark some brilliance for CR. Young Murshid Zubair. Wesley Iced.
Right, hurry up.
CR banking on them. The moment I mentioned about Tenuka Nanaikara. Zubair, another one.
Set, steady.
Coming out from the school circuit. Now rubbing shoulders with big boys. Kavindra Di Costa with the feeding.
Stay bound.
Nice flat pass. Good distribution. Good rubber kick. Veera Singh under pressure. Didn't manage to collect it. Yes. Ball being knocked over. It will be a scrum in favor of CR. First time they are entering Navy territory, Hisham.
I think there was a bit of obstruction there by one of the players. I think there's some soccer practice going on at the side as well, so a bit of confusion amongst the players as well. I'm pretty sure that's why the referee has stopped the clock here. He just wants to clear the field and make sure there's no encroachment there.
Wait, time off.
Just about 22 meters out, ideal position to utilize the wider channels. CR taking deep breaths, gathering their thoughts. It's them
Time off.
who are looking for the opportunity of wrapping their hands around this magnificent looking Nippon Paints League Champions Trophy. Candy looking for the 8th title in a row. Right now they are focusing on the task in their hand. It depends on how well they can play during this game. If, like I mentioned earlier, CR can come up with a bonus point win, they will give themselves a good chance despite the results between Havelocks and Candy tomorrow.
Well, there is, I think the referee just wants to make sure that there is no encroachment that will happen again, because that really played a part in that passage of play. The player coming into the field, and I think not the player, it was one of the ball boys. And I think the match commissioner or the ground staff will have to get this sorted. It's not ideal as well. I mean, having a team practice on the sidelines, that's kind of a lapse from the ground management committee, I think, here at Racecourse. But they'll have to get it sorted out immediately, because the referee is not in no hurry to get the match going unless it's sorted out.
By the looks of it, they are not too keen on moving away. Surprising to see a league rugby match going on in the middle. Bit of a hold up. Now the officials. They are coming in to have their words. Ideally, you shouldn't have sporting activity closer to the perimeter area when it comes to game of rugby.
Well, yeah, just like you mentioned, I mean, it could have been not the ideal situation for that kid who was coming into the field to collect the ball. I mean, he could have got in some trouble as well. But anyway, some chat going ahead between the officials and the ground management committee as well as the organizers to get this sorted out immediately. And I believe it should have been done before the game.
Exactly. These young boys started their practices right before the game started. So, as you can see, Mr. Nalin De Silva walking in. I'm sure he got something strong to speak to the players who are obstructing the game in the middle.
Both teams wouldn't like this as well. I mean, it stops the momentum, even though Navy find themselves inside their own half, just outside their 22. In fact, they wouldn't like the momentum or the game being stopped for almost, we are into the third minute now where the game is being halted. So sanity prevails. I think Mr. Nadine De Silva's involvement there gets the football academy practices towards the another side of the pitch, and we can continue with the game.
Usually racecourse grounds, Colombo 7 buzzing with sporting activities apart from rugby.
Bind.
Now for a moment,
Set.
let's focus back on the game in the middle. Camilo Di Costa with a feeding. Nice steady scrum, ball comes out. Good pressure from Harshana Maduranga.
No, ball is available.
Siya still in position. Now to the wider channels. Gamlo Chetia.
Release it. No, no, no.
Goes to the grounds. No way in
Go
for
back.
him.
Tackle, release.
Now Camilo Di Costa
ruck.
switching directions.
Say, go back.
Getting his key players involved. Now Ashan Darling
Lost the ball.
try to push through. Nice ball presented. Chaturasena Viratna
Ball away. Back.
brought
Stay
down
back.
inside 22.
No, you
Kavin
lost.
Srivukun
No, lost the ball. You lost the
goes
ball.
into contact. Goes to heavy traffic. Couldn't find a way in. Couldn't get away with the tacklers. Now to the back division. Swift distribution. Murshid Subair. Good outside ball. Cut back inside.
back,
Made the ball available. Good recycling from Sia. This is very efficient passage of play for CR. Cut back inside and goes over. Looks like Gamanu Chetia got his first of the game. It's CR drawing first blood in this crucial encounter. 14 minutes up. Very efficient distribution to the either side, Hisham.
Well, CRNFC backs showing their intent. I think that was Chamod Butunayaka, in fact. Who ended up scoring that try. So CRNFC. Apologies, it was Kalindu Nandila who crashes over for the first try of the game. And Chaturasena Viratna now has the opportunity to extend this lead with the conversion.
For a moment, we was foxed. Kalindu Nandila and Gamanu Chetia, both pretty similar in appearance. Plenty of distance, but not the direction. This man usually never had a problem with distance. It's just a matter of getting it straight on target. Just about 15 minutes up. CR up by 5 points. They should score at least 4 tries to gain their bonus point. Of course, they need to be at the right side of the result at the end of this game to have any chance of progressing into, to have a chance of wrapping their hands around this magnificent trophy after 24 years in their centenary year. Thilinda Weerasinghe with a high-hanging restart.
Play on.
Maybe got the position back. Good restart.
No. Back.
Who else? Mushin Falil using his strength there to evade a few tackles. Navy with possession. Closing in on the 22. Maduranga decides to go the other way.
Go back. Offside.
Maduranga.
Number 3.
Mushin Falil sends it out wide. Quick hands. They got a man on the outside. Adisha Weeratunga can go on his own as well. Has the strength. Brilliant try. But the referee wants to have a word with his touchers there, either on the grounding or the pass which Adisha received.
Number 3.
That was a magnificent try by the former Sri Lankan 7th skipper as well.
What an answer within a matter of minutes. Given away some of their own medicines. Got 3 tacklers. None of them managed to stop Adisha Weeratunga going from for the first try for Navy. Everything evened up. 5 points each. Just about 17 minutes up. Thilinda Weerasinghe looking to add 2 more points. Experience, reliable kicker. Played brilliantly against Air Force a couple of games ago at Velisara. Couldn't repeat it against Kandy. He was sin-binned right towards the end. What a kick. Beautiful. Navy in front. 7 points to 5.
That kick kept swirling around, but it was always on target. There you go. Goes through, and Navy regain the lead. In fact, retain the lead. So it's 7 points to 5. So Navy hitting back immediately after conceding that first try. And just like that, CR and FC now just have to roll back their sleeves and go again.
Like what I see from both the teams. Prepare to work the ball out wide. Both the teams benefited. Are going to the shorter side. Got caught in the process. Still in position. Under a bit of pressure. CR defense is up.
Not the best of body positioning there by the Navy player going into contact. Driven back with a good tackle by CR and FC. Navy need to clear their lines. Under a lot of pressure. That's a good kick. Brings play closer to the halfway line. Just what Navy needed. Not to force any pressure on themselves by making any mistake on that exit there from their own red zone.
If both teams stick to these type of patterns throughout the game, we are in for a high-scoring game for sure, Hisham.
Yes, but I think both teams are mixing it up a bit. CR and FC opting to use their backs. Clearly some skillful runners there. Navy, on the other hand, opting to change the direction of play. And that, I think, is causing somewhat of a confusion.
What do you want?
But line out time, CR and FC looking a bit unsettled. Not the first line out. In fact, it was the first line out that came crooked, but even the previous one didn't hit the mark. It was loose. So now Navy with the option. will opt for the scrum. So unnecessary mistake, unforced error there by CRNFC. Gives Navy back position. It will give them a better angle now to clear their lines.
Crouch!
They might bring this or use Mushin Falil as their battering ram and
Steady! Steady! Very good. Stay bound.
use his strength
Stay!
to gain a bit more meters on this. Here's Navy. Good wraparound pass. The ball is loose for a second, but a good tackle there by the CRNFC player. It's here, and this could be try number 2 for CRNFC. No, some desperate tackles there by the Navy defense, and they'll win the penalty as well. Holding on, says the referee.
Advantage over.
That's the nature of this game. Don't take your eyes off it. It was Navy on the attack, but almost CRNFC scoring their second try.
Navy defense just holding on. Could have easily another try. Shamot Butunayaka.
So Navy with the touch finder. Now we'll have another line out on the other side of the pitch.
Navy still maintaining a slender lead of 2 points. Just about 21 minutes up. Both the teams exchanging punches in these early stages.
4 man.
Navy keeping their noses in front, but still no team managed to stamp their authority yet.
Good line
well
out
thrown
there
and
by
well collected.
Number 1 back.
Well collected there by Adisha Viratunga at that line out. Maduranga decides to put the boot. He's the chasers. CRNFC, that could be a knock forward. Yes, it is. Tenukanana Ekara just taking his eyes off the ball. It's Ruchira Ekanayaka taking his eyes off the ball at the last moment. So a promising situation comes to an end for CRNFC. And maybe that's a good gain in terms of territory for them.
We've seen that from all the teams throughout the tournament. Enterprising moves, they've not been patient enough, handling errors, creeping in, destroying the opportunities. One such case, just a moment to go.
Very good, very good.
CR under pressure, right at the center.
Okay.
Number 8, braked, huge tackle, push Harshana Maduranga back about a couple of meters. Good low body positions when it comes to tackling from CR.
No, roll away.
Always good.
Back. Last put.
Dinesh De Silva do the clearing.
Play on.
Ripped off. Tenukanana Ekara.
No. Back.
All of a sudden, it's CR doing the counter-attacking. Switch directions. Good side stepper Murshid Subair.
Back.
Big man goes into contact.
Play on.
Right at the center field. Ball available and stolen. Just like that. But unfortunately, given it cheaply. Back to CR.
No advantage.
Helter-skelter stuff from
1 minute
both
for break.
teams. Both teams not interested to keep the ball in hand. Quite a few knock-ons from either side. And the referee eventually halts play. We have a player down as well. I think that's Ashan Darling, who requires some treatment as a heavily strapped knee in some discomfort as well. So both teams are showing intent to run with the ball, but CRNFC defense just slightly ahead of their opposition. The play eventually started with that ball being ripped off the Navy player. That's how CRNFC launched the counter-attack. Just couldn't hold possession. But the Navy swooping on that loose ball as well.
Okay.
Just need to get some phases going. At the moment, both teams haven't been successful to muster out more than, I think, 5 to 6 phases. They're trying to go first phase.
So far during this game, teams have found themselves struggling when it comes to building paces. They haven't been patient enough, handling errors creeping in, promising passages not being utilized. Just about 25 minutes up. Navy holding into a slender lead of 2 points still. CR. CR Royals would have expected something better from the red shirts in the first half, but unfortunately they haven't been enterprising so far, but they can turn things around in a matter of seconds.
Set, steady. Very good.
CRNFC now with the scrum. Kavindu De Costa feeds the ball.
Stay bound. Stay.
Good channel, one ball there. Here's CRNFC. Long cutout pass to Zubair, puts the boot in.
Oh, no, it's
Good
okay.
option. Has a man charging on the ball. Should have put the boot in. Does it? Has the pace. Will that be deemed a knock forward? I think it would be. Had the pace, he could have used his boot first time. I think he was confused and deciding on what to do, and that could have cost him a scoring opportunity. But good pace there shown by Chatura. In fact, that was Chamod Mutunayaka on the wing. Plenty of pace by the tall lad there.
Get behind the kicker. Get behind the kicker.
Very nearly a
Get
try.
behind.
Like I mentioned, had he decided to put a little kick.
There you go. He wanted to collect the ball. Could have put the boot in first time.
He had the second chance as well. Just didn't stick. Not too much of distance. Costa to Zubair.
No.
The shorter side once again. Nice inside
Roll
ball.
away. Back.
Sia ascending to another
back.
try. Good silky hands.
Back.
Ruchireka Naika. Cut back inside.
No, you lost.
Looking for wider channels, and the man who just missed an opportunity a moment ago goes over. Chamod Mutunayaka. Excellent try to Sia.
Brilliant stuff there by CRNFC. And once again, when they run with the ball, they look quite dangerous, their backs. And this man has plenty of pace on the wing. That's his first game. Had a few opportunities, but this time making sure. Here we go, the replay. Good, strong ward off by, I think that was Chatura Seneviratne. And then just finding the offload. But there were quite a few offloads before that passage as well, which saw CRNFC bring play inside the 22. And CRNFC regained the lead with a beautiful try. Chatura Seneviratne can add another extra 2 of this conversion. Not the easiest of angles. Has the wind and has the direction to negate here.
Distance shouldn't be a problem for Chatura Seneviratne. Just the angle wasn't successful, so it will remain 10 points to 7 in favor of CRNFC. 29 minutes gone. Just about 11 minutes remaining in the first half. Can they put a couple of more tries on the board and secure their bonus point well inside the first half? Remain to be seen. Good passage of play leading up to that try. CR gathering momentum.
Hurry up, take it quickly.
The game so far well officiated by Shankar Bacon and assistant ref Yatavara. Taken ages that to come down.
Referee deemed that was a knock forward by CRNFC, so he's playing advantage for Navy. So he'll come back for the initial infringement. And off your screen also, it's nice to see a good crowd here today at Racecourse Stadium. First time I've seen this season where the upper tier is starting to get filled up as well. And that's what you want. Crowd being attracted once again to club rugby. Here we go. Like you said, took quite a while to come down, but when it did, CRNFC just unable to collect the ball cleanly.
Coach!
CR defense has been up to the mark throughout the season.
Steady.
Against tough teams like Candy
Step out.
and Havelocks. They didn't concede too many points. So they'll be hoping to stick to their patterns. Well collected. This man having a good game so far. Chamod just scored a try and shown his aerial skills.
Madhuanta covering that ball at the back. He was driven back. Long kick.
Yeah, you can't play.
Madhuanta returns it, but CRNFC has it covered. They've got men on this side, on the other side of the pitch. It's number 21.
Ruchira
Ekanayaka cutting back inside.
Just went into touch. Good passage of play for CR. Yeah, starting to see the formula for the rest of the game for CR. Like he predicted, they are ready to open it up. Ready to utilize their speed. This man Chamod got plenty of it. We have already seen
Get back.
from Chamod Butunayaka. He missed an opportunity to score a try and within a matter of minutes scored a try for CR. Now Navy
Ball.
with a good line out.
No. Same.
Clinging onto the tail of that ball, moving forward.
No, it's
Still
okay,
moving
it's okay,
and
no.
brought down at the end.
No, ball. Ball is available. Ball is...
A penalty. Hands inside the ruck.
Ball is available.
You cannot do that. Right in front of the ref, Shankar Bacon. You are not gonna get away with that. So Navy, Samuel Madhuanta. This is to get inside CRNFC half.
And CRNFC have made a substitution as well. I think Harshan Randa has made his way to the park.
9 එක ball එක available. Ball එක visibility එක තිබුණා.
Dilshan Jaya is wearing the number 18 jersey.
Still only 3 points the difference.
Okay.
Pretty similar to their first encounter right at the beginning of the season at London Place. Both teams exchanging punches. Well collected. Nice line out. Number 19 goes into contact. Gained quite a few
Advantage,
yards.
not rolling away.
All of a sudden,
Back.
CR under pressure. One more leg drive from Nirosh Pereira.
No hands.
Just a couple of meters short. Now distributing out by Dinesh De Silva. Nice inside ball, Mushin Falil. Twisting and turning. Collected.
Time out.
Is he over, Hashim? I think he dropped the ball right when it matters.
The referee was blindsided there. He was on the other side. I think it might be a try because he did have the ball when he was going down, but did momentum take him over? Or did he get a clear grounding? Referee wants to have a word with his. I think the referee didn't have a clear sight as well, the touch judge. So he's not going to award the try. Seems that he is going back for an infringement. We have the luxury of the replay here. Here we go. Twisting, turning. No, he just dropped the ball there. So that's the correct call by the referee. I can see he was blindsided. The post, the players, not in the best of angles for the touch judge as well. But they get the call correct. Maybe.
Very good call from AR Yatavara.
Maybe with the advantage, have opted to go for touch.
Just 6 more minutes remaining in the first half. Siaran FC.
White.
Just 3 points. They are expected to win this game with a bigger margin, but Navy not allowing them so far. It's a good battle.
No, go back.
Navy with the rolling maul, and that's a try. Peeling off that maul was Gihan Pereira. I think it was not Pereira, that was Nirosh Pereira. Here we go, rumbling forward. Siaran FC just couldn't halt that drive from Navy. And when it came out, yes, that is Nirosh Pereira who slots down that try.
That's the 6th try for him in this season. Been very, very efficient. Last 3 games, he scored a try each. And today as well, taking his tally up to 6 tries. So he climbed the ladder of top try scorers now, Tilna Veerasinghe, to add 2 more points to his tally. Had an impressive season, experienced campaigner. Just about 36 minutes gone.
Smacks his
the
kick
spot.
against the crossbar.
How often you see that? I saw it last week, just seen it today. So it will remain 12 points to 10 in favor of Navy.
Red fa.
Just about 4 minutes to go. Can Siaran FC throw the next punch? Like I called throughout the first half, both the teams exchanging punches, one after the other.
Backwards.
Almost got it wrong. Maybe at the end managed to collect the ball and keep it in possession. Good ruck to clear the ball. Samuel Madhuanta, reliable boot. Plenty of distance. Nice clearance kick for Navy. Take and play all the way back to 50-meter line.
Good judgment there by Samuel Madhuanta. We all know what he's capable of with his boot. Brilliantly judged kick. Brings play to the halfway mark. It'll be a line out for CRNFC, but Navy will surely look to exert pressure here. They have not been 100% confident during line out time. The Reds. Lahiru Pavitra with the throw in. Adisha Virudengo already playing the mind games there at the front of that line out.
Number 17,
This time Lahiru does well. Here's Costa. Long pass to Seneviratne. Does well to recover. No option. Decides to put the boot in. High up and under. CRNFC needs to have the chases, but Harsha Maduranga was it? No, yes. It's number 28.
Was right. That one went forward though. Maduranga was backpedaling.
In fact, it's Gayan Anuradha who lets that ball pop out of his hand after a good collection. Just couldn't hold on to it.
I beg your pardon, CR with an opportunity to score their third try. Both their tries weren't converted. As they say, on the board.
Set! Steady! Steady! Stay bound! Good.
Now CR.
Stay bound.
Stay bound. The distributor. Good ball to Tenduka Kara. Nice inside pass. Now to Shamod. Man who got the pace.
No, it's okay.
Not the best pass from...
No, your hands on the ground. Costa. Your hands on the ground.
Something you see all that often. To the shorter side once again. Zubair.
Backward.
Was it a high shot there? Referee says it's all right. Sia.
Get back.
Still moving forward. Zubair.
Get back, get back.
Efficient clearance and distribution from Kamidu Costa. Skipper. Nice ball. Cut back inside.
Roll away. Roll away. No, ball is
Good
available.
tackle
Go back.
to brought him down. Once more. Numbers available.
Last foot.
The shorter side. Chatura Seneviratne. No one there to collect the ball, unfortunately for CR. Navy just managed to escape.
Chatura Seneviratne almost creating something out of nothing, but then letting himself and his team down with that final pass. Was looking for the man, but I think just lost control of it. Maybe under pressure afterwards, but then CRNFC knocking it forward off the trucks with the referee avoiding a scrum for Navy.
Smart.
CRNFC once again looking threatening when they use their backs at full flow. And that man on your screen there, Murshid Zubair, the thick of things.
Steady enough.
Not
Nine,
being
hurry up.
smart
Nine.
enough. Presence of mind.
White 9.
When it matters.
Coach.
CR lacking
Fine.
a little bit today.
Set.
Hopefully
Steady.
they can resurrect things
Very
in the
good,
second
boys.
half. And we'll come
Stay
out
bound. Stay bound. Lanka
with a better performance.
Navy opting to clear their lines. Zubair has it covered. Takes his time to recover. Trying to step his way through. Does so of 1, 2. Looking for the offload. Finds the big man, Soiru Anthony, in support. Here's Costa. Deciding to go on the shorter side. It's good strength there by Achita Radishan, I believe. When the number 6 jersey for CRNFC. Here's Costa. Flings out the pass. CRNFC still with possession. This is what Navy wouldn't want, to concede any points just before half time.
Excellent leg drive.
Go back.
To bring the play inside 22 yards. Got the numbers, but cut back inside. Still going.
Back.
Close call for high
Back.
shot.
That's okay.
Now Sierra in position. Plenty of players out wide. Big man goes to contact. Now Lahiru Pavitra.
Tackle, release, no hands.
Gives it
You
out
lost the
to
ball.
Lasnidu Karuna Tilaka.
Go back, number
couldn't
10.
Find a way. Just about 5 meters out. Good leg
Roll
drive.
away.
Nice low tackle from Navy. Is he over? Not quite. So it'll be
Goal line.
in-goal dropout for Navy to escape the onslaught.
Good pressure, good forward momentum there by CRNFC, but Navy somehow desperately, successfully though, halting that CRNFC charge. The referee deeming there was no clear grounding and awarding in-goal dropout for Navy. Here we go. Good leg drive there. Took him over the try line for sure, but there was no clear angle for the referee to award that try. So I think, but Navy make the mistake. That's not the correct decision to do off the 22-meter dropout. CRNFC now with a chance to punish them. It's Achita Radishan taking it into heavy traffic. Here's Costa. Finds Tenukanana Ekara. CRNFC using the big men, trying to create the gaps. They got men on the outside. They need to send it out wide. First, Eranda Harshana. Chaturasana Viratna against his former club, mind you, using all his strength, going into touch. Ball is still alive. Kavindu Costa looking for it. And the referee playing advantage. Perfect scenario here for CRNFC just before the break. Ashan Darling taking it into contact. Costa looking for the ball. Goes on the south side, decides against it. Deciding to go himself. Looking for support. But then not finding the man. Only found the hands of... that was Laksara from Navy. But the referee is playing advantage.
Great opportunity for Sia to finish the half with a try. Just what Dr. orders as far as Sia is concerned. If they can utilize this, they can go in front and start the second half with renewed hopes. If they manage, this will be their third try. Looks like we got an exciting second half in prospect from both the teams. Not afraid of exchanging punches. Still 12 points to 10.
Coach!
Navy in front. This is a golden opportunity for Sia.
Steady.
To get in front.
Steady.
Kavindu Costa.
Flanking.
Nice steady scrum. Driving through.
Not binding. Number 8.
Referee playing advantage there.
Now use
CRNFC
the ball. Now use the ball.
Still going forward. They lose the ball now, but the Eranda Harshana comes with the ball. Referee is playing advantage. Here's Chaturasana Viratna cutting back inside, looking for support. The ball is loose, but it finds a try scorer. Chamod.
No advantage. Go back.
But the referee, with no advantage for CRNFC, will come back for the initial infringement of that scrum. And CRNFC will surely go for another scrum
Number
here,
8.
given the fact how
Not binding.
they pushed back the Navy forwards. Chaturasana Viratna just having a chat.
3 point wouldn't be a bad idea at this moment, Hisham. Going in front, take the points on offer. They weren't all that fluent with their passes. They had the numbers, but couldn't find their way in. They were a little bit of
and I think that's what they have
out of sorts there.
That's what they have opted for now. It was interesting to see why they didn't take the 3 points, but it seems like they had pretty much very confident forwards who were confident that they could push Navy. And all this pressure for Navy is off that poor in-goal dropout. And CRNFC now should be a regulation kick for Chaturasana Viratna. And with it, take his team into the lead by a single point. Easy does it. The flags go up. And the referee signals for half-time. And Chaturasana Viratna putting his team into the lead in the final passage of play.
CRNFC in front by just a single point at the end of the first half. Good to see both the teams ready to spread things out. You've seen quite a few passages Both teams ready to utilize their backs. And at the end, even Steven almost just a point differentiating two teams at the end of the first half here at Racecourse Ground, Colombo 7. Both teams got everything to play for in the second half. From the fans' perspective, we are hoping they can get their fluency up in the second half. If that's the case, we are in for an exciting second half because both the teams ready to spread it out. They are ready to play wide, open, expansive rugby. That's Adisha Viratunga goes over. Excellent conversion from Tilna Veerasinghe. This is the try for Shamo Dekanayaka, speedster. Moment ago he missed out an opportunity, made amends within a matter of couple of minutes. Here's Navy's try. Mirosh Pereira, 6th of the season. To close things off for the first half, Chatura Seneviratne with a penalty and CR in front, not by much. Once again, we can see impressive looking Nippon Paints League Championship trophy. This is what the teams are fighting for. Signifies the helping hand extended by Nippon Paints to the beautiful game here in the island. What can we expect from both the teams? If they can, yes, we have a message in a short while.
As the rugby is in its real form, we thought that it's timely and very much appropriate to talk to our main sponsors, title sponsors, Nippon Paint. They have been a tower of strength behind Sri Lanka Rugby, and they are the main reason for us to be successful in this tournament so far, as we are successfully completing the 9th week. I would like to welcome and speak to Mr. Nimantha Besinga, General Manager of Nippon Paint. Nimantha, you all have been, as I said, a big strength behind Sri Lanka Rugby. I have asked this question repeatedly, but I would like to know again and again, what are the reasons for Nippon to tie up with Sri Lanka Rugby?
Well, as I said, we've been with so many sports right throughout. So this is the second year with rugby. And the first year we had limited opportunities. So, but we got a very good perspective of how the game is played. And of course, with the Sri Lanka Rugby coming and supporting the youth of this country, we are coming out of COVID, we are coming out of so many problems. So the Sri Lankan youth needed a break, the players as well as the spectators. And rugby is one of the most popular sports in Sri Lanka. So I think to be with the most popular sport as a spectator sport and to be part of that sport, Nippon Paint has made it a privilege to be supporting rugby. And we continue to support in the years to come as well.
Both brands count as many as 140 years and they represent similar attributes like durability, confidence, strength, etc. So how do you all see, as corporate executives, this brand affinity? How do you all see this brand association?
Well, as I said, we are a 140-year-old company coming from Japan with Japanese technology, Japanese quality. Of course, as rugby is also played in Japan, it's part and parcel of the culture of the company as well. And of course, what we build as products here in Sri Lanka and also whatever the products that are imported are in the highest quality. And paints have gone further than just beautification, then we transformed into protection. Now we are going to more features being presented to the consumers. Now we have paints that are painted where we'll kill your bacteria in the house. If you come sick and put out bad bacteria, the paint will kill it. And if there's something called dead syndrome in most buildings where circulation of oxygen is less, more carbon dioxide, that's called dead building syndrome. So
these paints are actually breathing oxygen out, and also making sure that the environment is oxygenated. So those are the areas that the technology is coming in, and we are moving ahead with giving more features to the customer.
It's always good to have many brands supporting any sport. So Nippon has set a big example, because in this catastrophic time, you all have come forward and continue this sponsorship for the second year. So my final question is that how sports have contributed for Nippon's positioning in Sri Lanka, and what kind of edge that you all have gathered by sponsoring Sri Lanka Rugby and any other sport that you all have associated with?
Well, as I said, especially sports is part of our culture, and we have been close to, you may take it, cricket, rugby, racing, hockey, and most of the other sports that we are being part of is, of course, being generated by young people, youth of this country, and of course ably supported by the older generation. So it's a very good foundation for a brand like ours to position ourselves in a country where we are just completing 10 years, and to be in the forefront of the country, where we are now also supporting the arts by being in so many in musicals, and recently we concluded the Sumati Teledrama Awards. So we have to be in part and parcel of people's lives and get close to their lifestyles. So paint and colors and protection is colors also part of the lifestyle of the people. So we like to be in that position.
Thank you very much, Dimanta. Nippon is not just a paint; it gives you properties that protects you, and we are very much grateful to Nippon for being the main sponsor, the title sponsor of Sri Lanka Rugby. Meanwhile, I have on the other side the able gentleman. He is the president of Sri Lanka Rugby, Mr. Ilyas. Lot of rucking, mauling, breakdowns, tackles, all that, but your team has sailed very well.
Yeah, I mean, the main support that we have is my council and the provincial unions who are supporting us. We are elected body. Together, even if you have all that, we were looking for a partner, and Nippon Paint has come in as a partner, a great strength to us. We have done tournaments, which were not there before even the COVID, but now we have gone into provincial unions, schools, now we are going to under 16. There have been a tremendous support. Well, after this, we are planning to go into the knockouts. We have already tied up a 3-year engagement with Nippon Paint, who are very open, and they're very open to bring in co-sponsors, which doesn't conflict with their brand. So that's a very good sign for us. We have so many other partners coming in, and they are welcoming that. And our next bigger step is in September. We are going for the Asia Sevens, which we have a very good scope of going and getting a medal. So step by step, with whatever hurdles we have, we are stuck together, our council, and with our main sponsors, Nippon, and we will move forward in rugby.
Well, this is the post-COVID first ever full swing season, and we see that the boys are enjoying rugby thoroughly. For that matter, entire rugby fraternity. Apart from this local tournament, as you said, the international, when it comes to international arena, Sri Lanka need to do well. So what are your plans for that? We need a solid plan backed by scientific thoughts.
Yeah, we are talking to 1 or 2 international coaches who are now engaged in international 7 series rugby. I don't want to put out any names because we need to speak to our sponsors and get into it. We are also putting together if we can have an open invitation 7s in June. Because when we spoke to these people overseas, they said it's better to have some international sides to give our boys some game practice. So we're looking at that. So moment we move into the knockouts, we will set pace to playing some international tournaments here and putting out a press release of what's going to happen for the next 3 months where the high performance of sevens is concerned.
Being a successful businessman, you sound like that you want to commercialize the sport and bring money into the sport which can benefit the players. Any thoughts on this?
We are also talking to Nippon of venturing into a joint venture of a sports channel. We had initial discussion, so very soon we might get into that. Looking at broadcasting rights, we have got 1 or 2 people who are coming in very slowly, but this needs a big marketing plan. We don't have a budget to run a marketing plan, neither I don't have space, but since we have come across all these hurdles, my next step will be to put up a nice marketing office to do these sales and all those things on the sponsorship, plus looking at broadcasting rights to be sold to India, which is our neighbor. So there is a lot of potential in this game to bring in money.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you very much for both of you. And let's now get back to the second half of the important fixture between Navy and CRFC.
There you go, a message from the sponsors and the president of Sri Lanka Rugby, Risli Ilyas. We are hoping for a polished performance from the both CR as well as Navy. There were some brilliant passages of play during the first half as well as plenty of errors and mistakes made by both the teams. So with the hope of a polished half, exciting half, we will be going into the commercial break and catch you after the break.
Play to win the game. We'll take care of your aches and pains. Siddhale Spray. Trusted for 8 decades for quick relief from all aches and pains.
Nippon Paints. Live with colors.
Life is meant to be lived to the fullest. Live with joy. Live with nature.
Welcome back live to picture us looking Racecourse ground. Chatura Senaviratna with a high-hanging restart.
Play on.
Collection wasn't good. CR in possession. Big man going sideways instead of forward. Nicely secured ball. Ashan Darling goes into contact. Now Lahiru Pavitra. One more leg drive. Costa with distribution.
Get back.
Navy defense. Up to the mark so far. Achinta Radishan. And nice chip kick from Tenukanana Akara, just didn't stick in the hands. Navy tried a little bit of sidestepping. They'll be anyway getting a scrum in favor of them. Just what CR was hoping for. Couldn't finish it though.
Time off.
Up by a single point. CR looking to dictate terms in the second half. Will they be able to do it? If they are to increase their chances of wrapping their hands around that magnificent looking trophy, they will have to do it. First, they got to be at the right side of the result and score 4 or more tries. That's exactly what the CR faithfuls are hoping for. Will they be able to do that? That's the question.
Harsha Madhuranga with a brilliant goose step there, leaving the CRNFC attacker for dead. But there was a knock forward. There was an advantage, so the referee will award a scrum for Navy.
Time on.
Navy propped forward. I think that was Charit Silva. Just requiring a bit of treatment. For a slight niggle, he's all right. And
Crouch.
we're good to go. Harsha Madhuranga with the feed in.
Set. Steady. Stay bound. Tankers.
2 distributors, 2 skippers. Heavy workload. Went into touch, looks like that one. Yes, excellent kick. Take the play all the way back to the midfield.
Brilliant kick there. Maybe get out of jail brilliantly. Using the boot of, I think that on that occasion that was Samuel Madhuanta. Brilliantly executed kick. Brings play right into the half of CRNFC. They'll have a line out CRNFC, but no easy task here. With this man in the front, Adisha Veeratunga trying his best to disrupt that line out, but CRNFC come away with possession. Here's Lasindu Ishan joining the three-quarter line, trying to use his strength to create an opening. Brilliantly done. Zubair has the legs, almost collected it. That was a heavy collision. Referee deems a knock forward, but I fear the worst for the Navy player. Heavy collision there. He had his eyes on the ball. Murshid Zubair also in some discomfort. Here we go. Nasty collision. I think he took a blow to his rib. Zubair too wasn't in the best of shape as soon as he felt that. Both players down. I think the Navy player, Zubair is okay, he's on his feet, but slight concern on his knee, but the Navy player is out.
Clearly unintentional. As you mentioned, both the players having their eye on the ball firmly fixed.
Number 15.
Looks like everything is okay for Murshid Zubair. He's ready to move. Navy players still on the ground. Samuel Madhuanta. Yellow card was given to Murshid Zubair. Clearly unintentional, but was dangerous. So Rif Ishaq Abekon had no options.
Interesting to see if we can have a replay. I think I would deem that yellow card a very harsh call on Zubair, because I did not see him. I should stand corrected if it was any other way, but Zubair was trying to get hold of the ball. Might have flung his boot just to kick it ahead, but was not at the Navy player. I think he did get the ball. It was a ricochet. Interesting to see if we can have a replay on that. But getting back into
the ball
action.
In play.
Yeah, you can't play.
Looks like he got injured himself in the process. Twisted his ankle. Good kick anyway to clear things up for CR.
Trying to win that ball, which was kicked to touch and almost put his team into trouble there. Just recovered. I think that was Chamod Mutunayaka.
Stay 10 meter.
Somehow recovered. Navy with a line out, this time from the other side of the pitch. Just outside their half. Line out is good. Quick ball from Adisha Veeratunga. Here's Mushin Falil. Inside ball.
Tackle, release.
Heavy traffic, no way through. Harsha Madhuranga sends it out wide. Big tackle there on the Navy player. CRNFC with possession. Here's Harsha Eranda going into contact. Met with heavy resistance, but CRNFC have a man on the outside. That's good defense there. That's number 28, Anuruddha. Shot up quickly, but CRNFC still with possession. Here's Tenukana Naikara. Gets away from one. Still with possession. CRNFC, they got to get quick ball. Kavindu Ducosta under immense pressure. Referee playing advantage for offside. CRNFC with possession.
Back.
They slow it down. Ducosta looking for options. Wants his forwards to have a crack at it until the three quarters are set. Lahiru joins the party. Gains a few meters. Close quarter battles here by the CRNFC forwards. Still going. Still with possession. Grinding their way close. to the try line. That could be a turnover, but referee was playing advantage, yes. Turnover was good, but referee is going back to the initial infringement. CRNFC on the line. That's Atita Radishan now. Quick tap, going into contact. Di Costa calling for his forwards to clear that out. Lahiru takes it a few meters forward. Radishan gets hold of it. Goes almost over the try line, but good drive by the Navy defense to push him back.
One moment, Sean.
CRNFC inches away from this, inches away from the try line. Navy desperately attempting to do that, and they just do that. It was a knock forward, says the referee, off that ruck, and Navy survived that fierce onslaught from CRNFC. Brilliant attack, brilliant passage of play from CRNFC, but also huge credit for the Navy defense for withstanding that huge red wave of attack.
Yes, in fact, excellent defense. Quite a few leg drives. Navy defense stand up tall, stand up strong like a brick wall. And at the end, anxious CR forwards knocked it on. Now Navy in with a chance of getting out of jail.
That would have been a real bonus try as well, because considering the fact CRNFC are down a man to that yellow card for Zubair, and to go distance themselves further in the scoreboard would have been a real bonus. But Navy somehow managing to thwart any attempt by CRNFC. Referee not happy with that scrum. As a word regarding the bind of the Navy front rowers. Once another reset to experience the campaigners in CRNFC. Ashan Darling, Lahiru Pavitra.
Coach!
Still, it will be a feed-in for Navy.
Set.
Harsha Maduranga with possession with the feed-in for Navy. Surely no option. They've got to clear their lines. Maduranga sends it out to Falil. Takes it into contact. And that's a knock forward. Cardinal mistake there by Navy. Trying to create an angle for the clearance kick, but instead knocking that ball forward, and now it'll be an attacking scrum for CRNFC. And the last scrum CRNFC had in this zone just before half-time, they drove Navy backwards.
Right, boys,
and interested to see what or how Navy can cope with the CRNFC scrum this time around. This is the replay. I think the knock forward there was when Mushin Falil tried to place the ball. You can see the disappointment in Samuel Madhuanta's face. CRNFC now, just like that, have an attacking scrum.
Hurry up, boys.
Sia had a chance of scoring, and Navy had a chance of getting out of jail. None of the teams using the opportunities they are getting. But now, Sia in position. Great opportunity. Coming to Di Costa.
Heads up.
Ref got his arm up. Penalty advantage coming. Switching direction. Numbers available. Goes over. Ruchira Ekanayaka, the scorer. Right at the beginning of the second half. Sia expected a polished performance. They started off well.
Thank you.
Relentless pressure. Navy not utilizing the opportunity to get out of the jail, and they were punished severely by Ruchira Ekanayaka.
Di Costa's sudden switch of direction, doing the trick for the red shirts there. Everyone is expecting the ball to go one way. Di Costa had other ideas. Ekanayaka could have passed, make things easy, but deciding to use his strength and going over, barging over the try line. And CRNFC extend their lead. And it'll be another real advantage if they can slot this conversion through. Means Navy will have to score twice to think of regaining the lead. This time it'll be Tenuka Nanaikara taking over the kicking duties. We all know what he's capable of as well. Lines it up. Nanaikara, kick, just off target. So it'll be just 18 points to 12, but CRNFC extending their lead.
Looks like CR secured the bonus
White
point,
number 11,
4
change.
tries. I beg your pardon,
White
3
number 11,
tries
change.
and a conversion. They need to get one more. They got ample time, 47 minutes gone, but
Time
they
off.
got the momentum with them. Sir Anthony,
White number 11, change.
excellent work rate from him.
11. Nicola.
Crossover to London Place from Candy.
Area change karagam.
Lead is just 6 points, but
Right, hurry up.
last passage of play
Time
will
on.
definitely give a truckload of confidence
Get behind.
to CRNFC. Telina Veerasinghe with a restart.
Time off. Time on. Right. Okay.
Maybe making a replacement. I think that is Stefan Gregory. Comes in to the play. Obstruction, says the referee, so it'll be a scrum for Navy. Just like that, Navy now with the opportunity to hit back. CRNFC, mind you, are still a man down. And just not what CRNFC would have liked there. Having scored, despite being numerically in a disadvantage numerically. Consider, even though it's a scrum, good position for Navy.
Leading to that last try, CR was comparatively fluent. During the first half, we saw plenty of handling errors. Let's hope CR as well as Navy keep their error count down, so we could expect fluent, exciting rugby for the remainder of this game. Just about 50 minutes gone. CR 18 with a man down.
Right, boys, hurry up.
They took
Coach.
a moment of disadvantage
Bye.
to score a try. So when they
Set.
restored
Steady.
to their original
Steady.
number, that
Step
will
out.
give them a little bit of
Step out.
confidence. Madhuranga to Falil. Veerasinghe to Madhuanta. I beg your pardon, Tilna Veerasinghe, the last receiver of that occasion, went into touch.
Line up.
Should have either gone into contact, or I think the first mistake was there by Madhuanta. Just ran just a bit too much to the side, gave CRNFC just enough time to get back across and make that tackle. Under pressure, CRNFC will have a line out, but Navy will do that
Set and meter.
once again.
Good collection, well thrown in. CR in position.
Back, Maul. Hey,
CR
don't.
driving through.
Advantage.
Ref got his hands up.
Right.
That was totally unnecessary from Stefan. I think the referee kept on requesting him, you could say, to go back. Well, unsuspecting bounce there coming in favor of CRNFC.
No. You can't. You can't.
And they will get a penalty as well. So Navy just cumbering under pressure here. CRNFC will surely slow things down.
In the back.
They got Zubair to come in as well. So that yellow card.
I mean, the advantage coming their way. Chatura Seneviratne put in a beautiful punt. Now he took CRNFC just about 30 meters out inside Navy territory. This will be a great opportunity for them.
So Zubair is back on, so CRNFC back to their 15. During his absence, so no real damage done there for the visitors. They've only scored a try and extended their lead.
We are in the 53rd minute of this game. Sia in front. Still, the fluidity we expected. It's not their long throw. Just didn't manage to gather it, and Dinesh De Silva distributing it out wide.
Back.
Maybe with possession. Gregory was on the outside, but Laksara deciding against passing that. Kick down the park, but Zubair has got it covered. Decides to put a huge up and under. Good collection there by Navy. Believe that was Madhuranga. Collected it cleanly and wins a penalty for his team as well.
Not too clear what was the infringement. Navy anyway in possession. Zabal Madhuanta just about to find the touch and taking play all the way back inside Sia territory.
Red number 3 off. Red number 3
Brilliant touch finder there. Brings play into the 22. Navy supporters backing their team, encouraging them. They've got quite a few opportunities. It's just that they have not taken them. Slowly walking their way to the try line.
Good to see Navy forwards calm and composed. We saw a little bit of panic from them during the last game against Kandy today. Take a moment to gather their thoughts and get their plans right. Navy. Fine collection. Adisha Viratunga. Nicely set up more.
Once.
Excellent defense from Sia. Well pushed. And Madhuranga had no option but to distribute it.
Mushin Falil has always been their go-to man. Madhuranga's pass was well read by Sian FC. This time he was not able to gain any ground.
Get back.
Madhuranga looking for options, going on the shorter side. Using his forwards, trying to gain ground. They do so. Maybe with position, the ball is loose, but referee playing advantage. Not supporting your body weight, says the referee. Madhuranga wants to take it quick, but his teammates are against it. The referee looking for what option Navy would want, and they would go for the line out. The option would be for rolling more, but just try to absorb many CRNFC defenders as they can. And on your screen, it's Supun Varnakulasuriya.
Sia, just when they don't want, presenting opportunities to Navy. And Navy just about to pounce.
On the line, stay on the line.
5 meters out, ideal position. Navy got their ball driving forward.
Stay on the line. Right.
Liner is good. Navy opting for the rolling maul. This time they get some good momentum. They're driving forward, CRNFC. But the ball comes out the other way. Supun Varnakulasuriya. Good offload off the deck. CRNFC all of a sudden in attack. Di Costa decides to put the boot in. But Navy have players to cover that. Madhuanta returns with interest. A good high hanging kick. He needs his chasers. Collected cleanly there. Under pressure. Flungs in a loose pass. Here's Senaviratna looking for players. He gets away one, gets away two. Pops it back in. Here's Chamod. Has space. Needs to take it into contact and secure possession. Does so. Needs support. Gets it. Here's Di Costa. They've got to send it wide. Here's Supun Varnakulasuriya. Tenukanana Kara. Cutting back inside is number 2. That's Kabin Srivikum. Zubair acting as scrum half. Good quick ball off the blind side. But then advantage, no advantage, says the referee, so he will come back for a penalty, penalizing Navy for offside. Navy players, hands on their hips, they are down.
Offside.
That play really took its toll, drove them backwards. And Chatura Seneviratne takes a quick tap, goes on his own, has a man on the outside, cuts back in, needs support. The ball is loose, but Seneviratne does just enough to secure that possession. Here's Harshana Iranda going into contact. Navy, desperate defense here. Here's Darling. But the ball pops up on the other side. Gregory. They need support, Navy. They can't let their players be isolated. They got a few players on the deck as well. They need to clear their lines. They just do just that. And out of all that play, all that passage of play, it'll be a CRNFC line out just outside their 22. What a stands-off play there.
That was a quick passage of play. First of all, I'm still starting to wonder how CR player ripped the ball out from that mole and started that move. What was a very enterprising move. And Navy had the presence of mind to deliver some of their own medicine to CR. 58 minutes gone. 18 points to 12. CR starting to do the talking. Navy not capitalizing on the opportunities given. There you go, big man. Stephen Gregory, nice low tackle.
Blood. Number 22 blood.
But somehow.
Number 22 blood dekat tinoa.
Was it a throw in favor of
Right.
CR, it looks like.
Yes, it will be a line out for CRNFC. It was Navy who had to make that clearance kick. Short messages passed on to the CRNFC players there by their assistant coach, Lacinta Di Costa, on the sidelines. Doing his duties as a water carrier. That'll help him to have access to the pitch. CRNFC now with the line out. Supan Varnakulasuriya with the throw-in. In fact, no, it'll be Lahiru still doing the throw-ins. CRNFC now, the maul of their own. Good forward momentum by the Reds. This will be a real sucker punch. They get the advantage as well. Still going CRNFC. Navy backpedaling. The players are all over the pitch. Not the best of body positioning as well. Well, CRNFC is still going. Inches away from the try line. This could be a fantastic try. Just falls short. Di Costa as well to somehow end up securing that ball. Navy now in sheer desperation trying to force CRNFC backwards. Referee playing with a new advantage, not rolling away. Just a few meters off the try line. Lahiru Pavitra trying to power his way through, and yes, that's a try. Navy just didn't have enough to stop the marching CRNFC forwards. This will give us a better picture. Lahiru, good leg drive, good strength there. Got over the line and then somehow just needed to ground the ball. And the referee was in a good position to avoid that try. And you could say CRNFC deserved that try given how they've attacked.
Absolutely. Navy had no answers, tried their best, but they came short. There you go. The bonus point secured. 4 tries. 23 points up. Navy just 12. They haven't been able to add any points throughout the half, as we predicted. It's CRNFC do all the talking. Yes, there were opportunities presented, not taken. CI, on the other hand, benefiting and utilizing the opportunities given. Now, Chatura Seneviratne to add 2 more points. The momentum is with CR. Looks like they are going to score as many tries as possible.
Well, that try would have really made Coach Dushant Liuke and Viraj Prasanna really proud. Brilliant stuff by the forwards, marching their way forward. The passage was broken, but Lahiru Pavitra made sure they didn't disappoint. Ended up being a try. Brilliant conversion by Chatura Seneviratne, finally getting the angles right as well. And 25 points to 12. With 20 minutes to go, Navy need to score next if they are to make anything out of this game. It has been the story of their season, playing well, at times passages of play, at times mostly throughout the game, but It's how you score the points that gets you the big W at the end of the day, and that's an area they failed. And mind you, that attack from CRNFC came all the way when they had an attacking line out inside the CRNFC red zone.
Jump throughout that play.
Yet again, CRNFC fumble with the kicks. Restart. Just what we spoke. And Navy strike back out of nowhere. That's a gift.
See, are still wondering where did that come from. Just like that. Collect it from the restart. Sia got caught napping. Just have a look. Not collected. Ball available. Favorable bounce. Goes over. Try time Navy. What an answer.
That was not the best of attempts. Initially there was confusion among the two pods. Who is going to collect it? There was a call, I believe. And the player who was looking to secure that ball lost it completely through his hands, off his boot, off his shin. And the Navy player, Johnny on the spot. That's number 23. Samit Dhananjay collecting the loose ball and scoring a try. So 25 points to 17. Important conversion in the context of this game. Tilnavira Singh has to get this right to bridge the gap. Lines it up. Once again, smacks against the post. That's twice in this game. How unlucky is that?
But how often do you see that,
comeback.
Hisham? This is the first time I've seen two kicks hitting the uprights.
Had those two chances gone in successfully, it could have been 25-21. But it's all ifs and buts. But Navy have some momentum, have some wind in their sails now with that scoring opportunity. CRNFC just trying to slow things down. Rightly so. But Navy just need to come back. Another scoring opportunity. Even a three-pointer would put real pressure on CRNFC. They have time. Navy on their side. CRNFC with the restart.
Play on.
That's a loose ball. It could be CRNFC on the attack now.
No, it's okay.
This is amazing stuff here. What we are witnessing. Here's Tenuganana Kara finds Chaturasena Viratna going across, deciding to power his way through. Takes three defenders to bring him down. Costa on the spot finds Tenuganana Kara. Loose ball collected by Madhuranga. But that could be a turnover for CRNFC, but no, it's the knock forward. Yes, there was a knock forward there, so lucky escape there for Navy, and you could say for CRNFC as well. What a passage of play. Helter-skelter scuff. Both teams going at each other.
White number 7.
And this, I think this is where now I think substitutions will have to be technically called upon because of the pace of the game, which has suddenly increased. The tempo has been end-to-end. So the coaches have to keep an eye on that as well.
Almost a repeat of a try Navy scored a moment ago. Like you said, pace is up. Excitement is up. All CR as well as Navy need to maintain their accuracy whenever teams speeding things up. Accuracy goes haywire. Now Navy deciding to work the ball inside their 25. Under bit of pressure. Gregory goes onto ground, clears the ball. Now Madhuranga. To left-footed kicker.
Isuru Kongawat has made his way onto the park.
No.
CRNFC with possession just outside their 22. Navy, first of all, have to force or resist this CRNFC wave of attack. Chaturasena Viratna with an offload off the back. And the referee playing advantage for a high shot. Perfect opportunity for CRNFC. It's open play here. They know the advantage is on their side. Kavinduri Costa skipping 1, 2, still 3. Stepping his way through. Brilliant stuff by the CRNFC skipper. Held by Harsha Madhuranga, his former college teammate, you could say. CRNFC with possession, but there's no advantage. But CRNFC was riding their luck on that penalty advantage for a high shot there. So the referee will come back.
There was some brilliant sidestepping from Kavindo de Costa. At the end, he was held up. So referee had no option but to come back into the original penalty advantage in favor of CRNFC. Looks like Raj Prashanta's as well as Dushant Livkate's efforts paying off. Previous try. Excellent maul for Zia. Kicked it into touch. Now, once again, we can expect the same thing from Zia. 25 minutes up, 68 minutes gone.
There you go, the final passage of De Costa's jinxing run. And for me, he has had an outstanding game, calling the shots as keeper, leading from the front. Whenever he has spotted the gap, hasn't been afraid to run with the ball defensively and leading the team as well. So brilliant game from De Costa so far. CRNFC opting for the rolling maul. The ball is with Lasindushan Karnatilaka. Still with possession, but Navy comes up on the Navy side. The ball is loose. Was that a knock forward off the floor? Yes, it was.
So yeah, still in possession, in with a chance. This is to extend their lead.
And dare I say this, I think CRNFC with a scrum close to their try line is much more dangerous than a rolling maul because of how they have pushed Navy backwards during scrum time. So CRNFC just need to settle down, and one final surge during scrum time can really put pressure here. If the CRFC can score, I think that will be just a bit too much for Navy to make a comeback from. So an important passage of play here. CRNFC in the lead, 25 points to 17. Scrum on the corner of the pitch, inside their red zone.
Navy had that habit of letting their opponents off the hook and trying to catch it towards the end of play.
Set. Steady. Steady.
If Sia manage to come up with another try, it will be really tough for Navy to come back.
There we go, CRNFC pushing Navy backwards. The ball jolting forward. Navy have no option. This could be fifth try for CRNFC. There you go, Lasindushan Karnatilaka doing the honors. Brilliant stuff by the forwards though.
Captain.
What a try.
That could be game set a match for CRNFC, even though we have 10 minutes to go on our clock.
Captain.
By the way, things unfolding. Advantage as well as the momentum is with Sia. What a try. What a leg drive from Sia forwards. Made that possible. Lasindu Karnatilaka, number 8 for Sia. Another man who had a great game, Hisham.
And CRNFC making the changes as well. Kavindo de Costa leaves the park, has an outstanding game. And he is replaced by Viduna Amanet. He could be a real live wire as well, given how the circumstances are in this game. Could work in favor of CRNFC. Real fiery player. And Ashan Darling's game is done as well. He's off. So the replacements are in the park.
Replacement Viduna Amanet. Is he from DS?
I'm not quite sure, but I've seen him against, I've watched him play against Kandy, where he came on the park, and I think he was a real fiery player. At times, I think even his teammates didn't know which way he was going to go, but it was just the sort of spark that CRNFC needed in that game. 30 points to 17. All CRNFC has to do is just slow things down. They've got this match in the bag. Navy, if they can muster out a scoring opportunity within the next 5 minutes, we could be for an interesting end towards this game. This time, Chaturasa Nivaratna collects it, looks, and gives a thumping return and brings play in to the halfway mark. Brilliant kick by Senaviratne.
Lined up and kicked it nicely. Taken play all the way back to 50-meter line, and Navy hoped that they could enter CR22, but Chatura Senaviratne had other ideas. Thumping kick, as you mentioned. These are the type of play that shifting advantage towards you. Three-man line out. Adisha Viratunga very efficient. Tapped it to Madhuranga. Nice lower collection. All of a sudden dropped the ball and Sia in possession once more.
Anuruddha there with the fumble. It was backwards, but the ball was loose. Senaviratne on that occasion letting it off his hand. So it'll be a scrum for Navy, but they're pinned inside their half with time running out. Madhuranga getting a small smack across his face as well, but he's okay. But it's been the story all season for Navy. They've been brilliant in patches, but being brilliant in patches doesn't win you matches.
Because I think the experts believe that they are a better side than just 3 Ws in favor of them. Had they been a little more clinical, we've been saying this throughout the tournament. Too many close games and Navy not being on the right side of the results.
Set, steady.
Looks like we are shifting towards the same direction. Moshin Falil went into contact, cleared the ball. Excellent play from him. And Samuel Madhuanta, range finder, finds Zubair. Good clearance. Taking the play
Red number 2 off.
all the way back. The 40-meter lines still inside their territory. There's a clear case of Sia going for more tries. Usually, Sia, once they got points on the board, they got their defensive prowess right and kept them in a winning position. But today, they are making a conscious effort to score more tries, already 5 of them.
Harsha Madhuranga finds Madhuanta. Here's Kongahavatta. Injects a little bit of pace. Not the best of passes to Veera Singh. Just couldn't collect it with momentum. Here's Zubair. Here's Amanet. Sends it out to Senaviratne. Good high hanging kick. Just a bit far. Finds Madhuanta. Madhuanta across the field. Needs to find space. But finds only a CRNFC player. The ball is loose. Good tackle there by the Navy player. Navy now. Good position there. They need to make this count. Gregory just deciding to put that pass. There was no way through. The Navy player trying to make something out of that by kicking it across.
Red number 12 off.
The ball ricocheting off a few CRNFC players.
Big tackle. Made him knock the ball off. Now Navy with a scrum in favor of them. Harsha Madhuranga with the ball in hand. Just about 6 minutes remaining. I don't think there's a possibility for Navy to come back into this game unless
Red number
they
21.
scored right here, right now.
Time is not with CRNF, with Navy. Rather, CRNF just need to slow things down.
Time on.
It's a scrum for Navy. Unless they can go off this passage, off this scrum immediately, I think the game is well and truly over. One final attempt, you could say, for Navy. Good tackle there by Senaviratne. Might have hurt himself in the process as well. Seems to be okay. Navy with possession. CRNFC just need to make those pop tackles. Gregory yet again just passes it loosely. Second time he's done it.
No, ball is available.
Putting his team under pressure. Maybe, however, regain possession. Here's Madhuanta. No way through. CRNFC cranking up the defense, but they got men on the outside. Radhish Seneviratne finds Kongahavatta, goes into contact, secures possession. Radhish Seneviratne in support. Madhuranga. Here's Madhuanta. Good rushing defense there by CRNFC. The substitutes who are on the park putting tremendous pressure on the Navy players. Madhuranga deciding to ride this wave. Good pop pass, good offload, not found. Didn't find the man there, but Navy somehow still with possession. Here's Madhuanta Gregory, the big man, brought down well. Good low tackle on him. Madhuranga, inside pass to Laksara, heavy tackle. The ball is loose. Here's Amanet, finds support. Brilliantly done. CRNFC now can launch a counter-attack because Navy defense are all over the place. Here's Amanet.
Advantage over.
Here's Zubair. Finds Seneviratne, has a man on the outside as well. Should have passed, didn't. A try goes begging. Here's Amanet. Finds
offside.
Couldn't get the number on that player. I think that was Tenuka Naikara, but referee playing advantage there. But Chatura Seneviratne, mind you, should have passed. That would have been game, set and match surely for CRNFC.
He had the man outside and even he got a man inside as well, but he decided to go into contact. There you go.
Here we go. Use the space. Should have made the pass there. The defender was always committing to him. Yes, there was a man or player coming across, but you never know. Chamod showed plenty of gas during this game as well, had the pace, so he could have made the sensible option of making that pass. And like you said, could have made a pass inside as well. Deciding to go on his own, taking a heavy tackle. He's okay. But that could have been try number 6 for CRNFC.
A little bit of argy-bargy in between. As expected in a game of rugby, this man, youngster, Chamod, had a brilliant game. Scored a try. Broke through Navy defense a couple of times. Missed a golden opportunity right at the beginning, but managed to make amends and 30 points to Navy, 17, just about 3.5 minutes remaining. It's a golden opportunity, just went begging. Chatura Seneviratne deciding to go into contact instead of distributing the ball to either side. Looks like a scrum in favor of Navy. Ball went in front.
Okay.
This man, Amanet,
penalty.
live wire, as you mentioned. Spring in his heels. Young blood. CRNFC got plenty of youngsters in their rank. As you can see, under 16 online invitational rugby tournament organized and conducted by Sri Lanka Rugby, sponsored by Nippon Paints from 25th to 26th up at Kandy. Exciting, Hisham.
Wait.
Yes. Sri Lanka Rugby getting into the school segment as well. And that's nice to see. The 2023 season getting off with the under-16 tournament. Should be an interesting tournament with most of the top teams taking part. CRNFC here with a scrum. And they could be deadly in this situation as they have been displaying in this game. Amanet with the feed in. The ball is out the back. Here's Lasindu Ishan. Once again, same old story. They're driving forward. Navy are already. That's advantage, yes. They were not bound. Cut out pass. Navy somehow managing to draw the defense. Loose pass by Zubair. But it will be a penalty for CRNFC.
Can CR finish it off with another try? They are not going to get a better opportunity than this. Chatura Seneviratne with the ball in hand.
A sensible option would be for a scrum. Yes, that's what Amanat wants. Navy just haven't been able to find an answer for CRNFC during the scrum. CRNFC always have got a number ahead of them.
1 minute, yeah. 1 minute.
Looks like Gamano Chetia.
Crouch.
Midway.
Bind. Set.
Other man.
Steady.
The customer. Ideal at this stage.
No.
Line wasn't steady. Ref Abekon asked both teams to reset. I'm getting a feeling that CR just about to go finish things off with another try.
Set.
Looks keen. Amanat just came in this short passage. He's been brilliant. Like you said, same old medicine. Navy
back.
Found no answers.
It's got to be advantage. Yes, Radisha didn't make any attempt to move. It could be a yellow card as well.
Number 9, high tackle.
Should be a yellow card because there was a clear
Wait.
obstruction there by Radisha. And in fact, if I think CRNFC opt for another scrum, it should be a penalty try. In fact, it's Madhuranga who will see yellow.
They will definitely opt for a scrum.
High tackle.
Ripping them the benefits, and why not sticking to it? There you go. Using his foot while on the ground. Did ref send off the wrong player, Hisham?
Well, Radish Senevat was on the floor, but I think it was Harsha Madhuranga who made the tackle. So I think that was the reason why Harsha Madhuranga saw yellow, because he was the one who ended up attempting the tackle. Radish Senevat, even though was on the ground, I think was second to reach for the ball, even though his intentions were clear what he was going to do. Yes, CRNFC.
Now use the ball.
This time the ball is loose. Radish Seneviratne on the other side. Rips the ball off the deck. The ball is still loose. He can play it. Yes, he does it. So Navy with possession, but time is up.
80 minutes up.
Madhuanta trying a desperate attempt. Here's finds Kongahawatta. Navy need to go coast to coast. They can't kick it because the time is up. Madhuanta sends the ball out wide.
No, release. No, red. You lost the ball.
Kongahawatta acting as scrum half. Looking for players. Finds Gregory. Big man. Wins a couple of meters. Loose ball. Here's Radisha. Has support on the wing.
No.
Twists and turns on the floor.
Back. No, rock.
Good presence of mind there by Kongahawatta. It's Adisha at the base. Finds Madhuanta looking for support. Navy just trying to score a consolation try here. Adisha Seneviratne off the base. Needs to secure possession. Does that.
No.
CRNFC just want to get things over here with Madhuanta. Long covered pass to Mushin Falil. Anuruddha spills the ball. Here's CRNFC with an opportunity to score. Tanuka Nanaikara still on his feet. Good strength by Tanuka Nanaikara. Icing on the cake. Jogs under the post. And that's been CRNFC's. That's the final nail in the coffin for Navy.
Oh.
Brilliant stuff by CRNFC. They've been so deadly in broken play.
Just as I thought. Cherry on the cake. Finishing off with another try. Nice show and go.
Tenuka Nanaikara, he's had a good game as well.
Get back.
Slots it almost under the post,
Can't
you could
charge.
say. And Chatura Seneviratne
Can't charge.
has an opportunity to extend this lead and make it 37 points to 17. It's been a brilliant game by CRNFC. They've been so dangerous off broken play. And they are deservingly where they are at the moment, second place. And they are the only team to keep challenging Kandy. And there you go, referee Shankar Bekun blows the full-time whistle. CRNFC with a thumping win. And Navy come up second best yet again.
Excellent second half for CRNFC. 24 points to 5. As we expected, CR went into the dugout and came out with a polished performance.
Thank you.
Just a one try, one consolation try throughout the half for Navy. They ended the first half 12 points to 13, still trailing, but only managed just 5 points. 17 points to 35 it goes. CRNFC keeping their hopes alive. Now CR fans and CR faithfuls hoping their Park Club rivals Havelocks do them a favor tomorrow. That's the scoreline, 37 points to 17. CRNFC run out victors. You can have a look at this exciting highlight package. Fast game. Picked up the pace in the second half in particular. Shabod goes over first up. Youngster, plenty of speed. Then Navy struck back. Adisha Viratunga, nice move, goes over. Brilliant conversion, put Navy in front, but not for long. Shabot goes over. The Navy struck back, got the ball working in their favor. Just before the halftime, Chatura Seneviratne slot one over to get them in front just by 1 point. An entire second half belongs to the Mans in red. 24 points to 5. Excellent half. Just what they were looking for. Chatura Seneviratne being efficient in the second half. There's that collection from a loose ball. CR just after scoring a try got caught napping. This is CR's brilliance with the rolling balls as well as the scrums. Lasindu Karunatilaka goes over for his first try. Then to cap it off, Tenuka Nanayakara all the way through under the post. All in all, contrasting game for CRNFC. Throughout the series, throughout the tournament, we saw them being defensive, being conservative, not trying their best self. These are the important stats. 6 tries to CRNFC Air Force, 3 to conversions to CRNFC, just 1 for Air Force, and 17 points to 37. We should give them great deal of confidence to CR and FC. Going up to Kandy for their last game against the defending champions. Another key encounter from the... There you go. This is what they are expecting to wrap their hands around. Nippon Paints Rugby League Champions Trophy. Magnificent looking. It was on display at Velisara, brought down to Racecourse Ground in the center. Still undecisive. Though Kandy was in front, they are the front runners. It'll take a very special effort from Havelocks as well as CR and FC to topple them. But who knows? Rugby, unpredictable. Anything is still possible. There you go. Tomorrow, it'll be a packed house at Kandy up at Nithavala. Kandy taking on Havelocks. CR hoping that Park Club rivals do them a favor. We are hoping another exciting game tomorrow and catching you live and thanking you for joining us from around the globe. Catch you with live action. It's goodbye from Hisham Hamid and Damika together with the production crew at Sard Live. Good night.
Life is meant to be lived to the fullest. Live with joy. Live with nature. Live with hope. Live with trust. Live with dreams. Live with happiness. Inspire your life with colors. Nippon Paint.
වසර 130ක විශ්වාසයෙන් දැන් ඕඩලස් තාක්ෂණයෙන්
Nippon Odorless Paints. තත්වයෙන් උසස් හොඳම තේරීම.
Nippon Paints. Live with colors.
The largest paint supplier of Japanese vehicles, original equipment manufacturer approved, Nax Premila 2K is the most premium quality auto refinishing solution you will ever need.
Play to win the game. We'll take care of your aches and pains. Sidale Spray. Trusted for 8 decades for quick relief from all aches and pains.
Nippon Paints. Live with colors.